In the Tudor era, disabilities and diseases were a common occurrence amongst the royal family. Let's dive into the lives of three notable Tudor monarchs and the struggles they faced. First up, we have King Henry VIII, the larger-than-life monarch with a personality to match. Henry was notorious for his 6 marriages and his habit of beheading anyone who got in his way. But behind the scenes, he was also dealing with a serious medical condition, a painful leg ulcer. This wound caused him constant discomfort and made it difficult for him to walk or ride a horse, which was a major setback for a king who loved to go on hunting trips and show off his martial prowess. Despite his physical limitations, Henry refused to let his disability stop him from ruling England with an iron fist. He was a force to be reckoned with, and his leg ulcer was just another obstacle to overcome. Next, we have King Edward VI, the sickly child with a heart of gold. Edward suffered from a variety of ailments throughout his short life, including tuberculosis, scoliosis, and possibly kidney disease. Despite his many health issues, he was a bright and curious boy with a keen interest in science and technology. He spent hours tinkering with gadgets and experimenting with new ideas, determined to make a name for himself despite his physical limitations. Sadly, Edward's health took a turn for the worse as he got older, and he passed away at the age of 15. But his legacy lived on, inspiring generations of young scholars and innovators to pursue their dreams no matter what obstacles they may face. Last but not least, we have King Richard III, the monarch with the infamous back of a question mark. Richard suffered from a severe curvature of the spine, likely due to scoliosis, that caused him constant pain and discomfort. He also may have had a limp or a shortened leg, which made it difficult for him to move around with ease. Despite these physical limitations, Richard was a skilled military leader with a reputation for bravery and cunning. He led his troops into battle with a ferocity that belied his physical frailty, proving that sometimes it's the inner strength that counts the most. Throughout the Tudor era, disabilities and diseases were a fact of life for many people, including the royal family. But these monarchs refused to let their physical limitations hold them back from achieving greatness. Whether it was ruling England with an iron fist, pursuing scientific innovations, or leading troops into battle, they proved that with determination and perseverance, anything is possible, even with a cranky leg ulcer or a back of a question mark.
Let's continue our journey through the Tudor era by exploring the disabilities and diseases faced by some of the royal women of the time. We start with Queen Katherine of Aragon, the first wife of King Henry VIII. Catherine was a strong and devout woman who endured many hardships during her time in England, including the loss of multiple pregnancies and the breakdown of her marriage to Henry. But she also faced a physical challenge that made everyday life a struggle. She suffered from a painful case of endometriosis. This condition caused her chronic pain and made it difficult for her to carry a child to term. Despite her physical limitations, Catherine remained a fierce and determined queen until her dying day, refusing to let her disability define her or her legacy. Next, we have Queen Mary I, the daughter of Henry VIII and Katherine of Aragon. Mary was a devout Catholic who faced many challenges during her brief reign, including a rebellion against her rule and the loss of her beloved husband, King Philip II of Spain. But she also suffered from a physical ailment that made her life difficult, an irregular heartbeat, which caused her to feel weak and dizzy at times. Despite her health issues, Mary remained a dedicated and determined queen who fought fiercely for her beliefs and her country. Finally, we have Queen Elizabeth I, the legendary Virgin Queen who ruled England for over 44 years. Elizabeth faced many challenges during her reign, including assassination attempts and religious conflicts, but she also faced a personal struggle. She suffered from smallpox as a young woman, which left her with scars on her face and body. This condition caused her to be self-conscious and made it difficult for her to trust others, but she refused to let it stop her from being a powerful and effective ruler. Elizabeth went on to become one of England's most beloved monarchs, known for her intelligence, wit, and unyielding determination. The Tudor era was a time of great upheaval and change, but it was also a time when individuals with disabilities and diseases could rise to great heights and achieve great things. From Katherine of Aragon and her struggle with endometriosis to Elizabeth I and her battle with smallpox, these royal women proved that with perseverance and determination, anything is possible even in the face of physical limitations.